Hello students, welcome to your science class. Today we are going to study about adaptation of plants that grow in mountains. Students, here is the diagram of 3 trees that grow in mountains: pine tree, alpine tree and fir tree. Can you notice some common characteristics of these trees? Yes, these trees all have the common shape that like a cone. Okay, now what is the reason of these trees to be cone shaped? We don't find cone shaped trees in plains, but what is the use of trees being cone shaped? We'll study all this in the adaptation of plants growing in mountain regions. Okay, so let us start for the plants that grow in mountain regions. Now, plants in mountains and hills adapt a lot to grow in mountain region because the climate is very cold there and air is also dry, and in winters a lot of snowfall is there in those regions. The air is also very cold and dry, so mostly big tall trees grow there and plants like ferns and mosses grow there. Now, what are the adaptation these trees make to grow in such a cold climatic conditions? So, to survive in these extreme climatic conditions, the trees have cone shaped. They are very tall, straight and are cone shaped. Why? Because the snow can easily slide off their branches. Nicely they can slide down. Okay. The leaves have a wax coating. Very thin wax coating is there on the leaves, and leaves are very thin like needle, so that when it snows heavily, easily the snow falls off the leaves and it doesn't stick to it. And so that if a lot of snow will be there on the branches, then what will happen? Because of the weight of the snow, the branches may break down. So it is so that trees are modified to have wax coated needle like leaves so that the snow can easily slide off. Now, another modification of the trees there is that the trees don't bear flowers. Most of the trees in the hilly region, in the mountain where it's very cold region, don't bear flowers. They directly bear cones that contain seeds so that the new generation of the plants could come. Now, let us just have a reminder of what the adaptation of plants in the hilly area or in the mountain area is that. Number one, they will be very tall, straight and cone shaped so that the snow can easily slide off. Number two, the leaves will be waxy and needle shaped. Number three, most of the trees will be flowerless. Directly they will bear cones that will have seed in it. Okay. Now come to plants growing in swampy areas. Now what are swamps? First you will understand that. Now swamps are the area where soil contain a lot of water in them. And due to the presence of lot of water in those swamps, what happens? The soil becomes very sticky It is so sticky that the root of the plant is unable to breathe in that soil. No, so what happens then? How will the roots breathe then if it's not possible inside the soil? So the roots, they come out. They come out of the soil upwards, and then they can breathe easily. So these type of plants whose roots come out of the soil to breathe are called mangroves. Okay. So now let us see what's given in our book. So adaptation. What are the adaptation of such plants? How do they adopt? Now plants that grow in swamps show the following adaptation. Number 1, roots of these plants will grow above the soil. So as I said that the roots do not penetrate deep inside the soil, but they will come out of the soil to breathe. Such roots are called breathing roots. So these roots are called breathing roots. Why? Because they take in air and help the plant to breathe. So these roots come out of the soil and they take in air directly and from the atmosphere, and so they help in the plants to breathe. They also absorb water and minerals required for photosynthesis. So like normal roots, these roots also take water and minerals, and they whichever is required for and help themselves for photosynthesis. So can you tell children where in India are this type of forest forms? This type of forests are found in India in the Delta region. It is called the Sundarban forest, where we have mangrove forest. Sundarban region, okay. It is near the West Bengal, where a lot of mangrove forests are found in the Delta region. Now plants growing on the sea coast. Now what are the types of plants have you seen? You see here coconut trees. Mostly it grows in the coastal region, the coconut plant. The coconut trees grow in coastal region because they can survive in salty water. Now you understand that children, that area near the sea has a bit salty water because of the presence of the sea. Now all plants cannot grow and survive easily in this type of land which contains salty water. So specific plants like coconut can easily survive in such salty water and prefer areas of high rainfall. So high rainfall is also needed for this. The seeds of such plants are carried off to far away places by water. So have you seen a coconut? Yes. Now, so it can easily travel in water. It doesn't sink. It can travel through the sea to far off lands, and there it can germinate quite easily. So different climatic conditions trees adopt nicely. Okay, so now till now we had studied about all terrestrial plants. Terrestrial plants means the plants that grow on land, and what are the adaptation that the plants make. We had seen that how plants grow near the sea coast, and then plants that grow in swamps. That also we studied the adaptation made by plants growing in the desert area, and then plants growing in plains. So different types of climatic condition and soil gives an impact on the plant, on how do they grow and how they will develop. So in our next class we will study about aquatic plants, how the plants they live in water and they survive there. Okay, this was the end of the today's class. Thank you, children.